eBay has turned your store off, or it feels like it. Your sales were coming in and all of a sudden they have come to a complete stop or a huge decrease, and you don't know what the problem is. In today's video, I am going to be sharing with you the step-by-step process that you need to do, what you need to be looking at to figure out what the problem is, and exactly what you need to do to get those sales back. The first thing that you need to check is make sure that eBay did not actually turn your store off. And what I mean by this is check your seller metrics. If you go into My Seller Hub and you go to Performance Seller Level, it's going to take you to your seller level. It's going to walk you through all the metrics that eBay deems important and takes you, if you're top rated, they will promote you more. However, on the adverse side, if you fall below standard, they are going to suppress your items. They're going to suppress your items because they want the buyers to have satisfactory transactions on eBay. And if you are not providing what they deem satisfactory, what buyers are wanting, based off of buyer research, then they're going to suppress your items because they don't want your items to sell. It does not mean that you can't get back from it, but this is one of the reasons, one of the effects, one of the impacts of if you go below standard, they will start suppressing your store. So go through here, scroll all the way down. You can see here, I'm top rated, the transaction defect rate. You can click on these arrows and it'll tell you if you're top rated, if you're above standard, if you're below standard. You want to aim for top rated because they will absolutely give you more views. They will push out your items more. They have said that if you are a top rated seller, it's also better for buyer behavior because buyers are more willing to buy from someone that they are trusted, that eBay supports as a top rated seller. However, if you're down here on below standard on any of these metrics, if you have fallen below standard, eBay is suppressing your items. Hey friends, if I am speaking too quickly for you, do feel free to slow me down. You can click up here on your YouTube screen, scroll all the way down to playback speed, and put me on the speed that is most comfortable for you. Now let's get back to it. Now, let's talk about if this is the reason. I have 3 more things that you can look into. So if this is not the reason, stay tuned. We'll get to the next one. But what you can do if you do fall below standard, and listen to this, because even if you don't fall, if you're not below standard now, this is good to know in the future. Save this video in case this ever happens. Hopefully not. But if you fall below standard, it is a percentage, right? This is 0.17%. It's a percentage. All of these are percentages. So if you think about the math, in order to get above standard quicker, you need to increase the volume, increase your sales, which is going to be really hard to do because you have fallen below standard. Now they're suppressing your items. But from a pure math standpoint, if you have, let's say you have 5 sales that were a defective rate and you only sold 5 items, now you're at 100% defective rate. If you have 5 sales that were a defective rate and now you sell 500 items, your percentage is significantly lower. So if you are below standard on any of these, find ways to increase your sales, and it may come at a short-term loss. You may have to pay, a huge promoted listing rate to get your items out there. You may have to run a huge sale, right? So where your items are being seen, they're 50% off anybody else's items. You just want to get the sales. And maybe you do this for a month and you're like, okay, this was a really crappy month and I lost money. But once you get back into good standing, you're going to make up for it. Where if you don't do it, you're just going to have months and months and months of items not selling. The second thing is going to be pull a listing quality report. This is going to tell you how your listings compare to the top 10% of sellers on eBay. I'll link a video up here that goes through the whole report, how to pull it and how to use it, what all the information tells you. But this is going to tell you how you compare to all of the other sellers on eBay. It's going to tell you how your listings are doing. One reason your store could get turned off, or one reason that you're not seeing sales, is if your items are not being shown. If they're not the best that they can be, you're not going to be making sales. You're not going to be the best compared to your competition. So the listing quality report is going to tell you exactly what you need to do to get to that top 10%. That's where you want to be. That's where you want to aim to do. Work on increasing your SEO, work on increasing your photos, all of the things that are in the listing quality report. It'll tell you what you need to do to make the best listing possible. simple. It starts at the top with traffic. It starts with people being able to see your items, organic SEO. That is a way that people are making the best relevant listings possible so that people can even find your items. Now, if you pull the listing quality report, everything's good. Let's move on to the next step. Look at your metrics. Figure out what is causing this decrease in sales. So let's say it's not because you haven't fallen below standard. Sales are just really decreasing. And what I mean by looking at your metrics is you come back up to my seller hub, you're on performance, and then you're on summary. There's a sales tab, and then there's also a traffic tab. I'm going to link a video up here that goes really in depth into all of these numbers. You can click on the arrow and it'll take you into all of the numbers. But what I want you to do is look at green means you're up, red means that you're down. It means that things are down. You can see here I'm neutral, it says down, but I'm neutral on click-through rate. I'm up in green for everything else. But if you come in here and you're like, yep, my sales are down, and you come over here to your traffic and you're like, oh, my listing impressions are down as well, your items are not getting seen. If your listing impressions are down, that means that you're not being seen. Now make sure to check all of these metrics year over year and month over month, because what's important to know is, hey, my sales have turned off this month. It's not going well. It could just be because you are in a seasonal business, right? So let's say, it's Christmas and then it goes into January and your sales have just completely depleted. Well, that could be natural. So if you're looking month over month and things are down, then go in and look year over year. And if your January sales are about what they were last year, it's just the season. It's just what it is. It doesn't mean there's not little tweaks that you can do here and there, but make sure that you know that your sales are actually down by looking at those metrics. Like I said, there's a video up here that walks you through how to look at those metrics and figure out what the problem actually is. If you're liking this video, do make sure to like, comment, share, and save. It helps push it out to the algorithm so other people see it as well. And consider joining my memberships to support more content like this. Now let's get back to it. The next thing is look at your inventory. Is your inventory what people actually want? And what I mean by this is look at your sell-through rates, look at your average sale price, and see if it's on par for what people are doing. So you can go in, if you track and manage your own data, you should know what your sell-through rate is. If you don't, this is a Sarah Styles Sales and Trends dashboard. It's a purchase down below. If you guys want it, it's like a one-time purchase that you can have. But if you can scroll down here and let's say I'm concerned with categories and I want to say, hey, my bags seem to be down. Currently, the past 28 days, my bags are selling at an 11% sell-through rate. And on average, I'm making $46 on them. I can come over to the eBay Terapeak. So I'll link a video up here that goes all the way through exactly how to look and use eBay Terapeak, but quickly gut check and say, hey, women's purses. I'm on research, my seller hub, research, Terapeak product research, scroll down. I type in women's purses. I'm going to select the last 30 days so that I can have a sell-through rate with this. And then I'm going to say, hey, am I really down or is this what the market is saying? On average, the sell-through rate for women's purses is 14%, and they're selling at $58. Now, this is a very broad general, so maybe I want to go look at Coach purses and see how I'm trending for that. But I am a little bit down compared to what the market is. So then I'm going to scroll down and start looking at my competition. What is selling? What am I selling? What inventory do I still have in stock, and why is it not moving? And really research these categories that are below the sell-through rate, that are below what eBay is saying. It's going to tell me, is this actually my problem? Is it my inventory? I don't have things that people actually want. Once you walk through all of these 4 steps, you should have an indicator of what's happening. If you don't, let me know down below. But these 4 steps is kind of a broad picture of what's going on. If you figured out the problem, you know what it is, you walk through and you said, hey, I'm below standard, that's what I need to work on. If you've walked through all of these things and you can't quite figure it out, what I'm going to recommend doing is really dig into your data, figure that out, and then work on ways to increase your traffic. If everything is looking good and you don't know what the problem is, you need to increase your traffic. And what I mean by this is the Sarah Styles LLC eBay metrics spreadsheet or downloadable. You can purchase this down below, or you just check out this, save this video so you can come back to it. It's a checklist. It starts with impressions. Impressions are people seeing your items. If everything that I have talked about looks good, your impressions, once you increase those, if you have good quality listings, if you have good quality data, if you are a top rated seller, if all of those things are marked and people just aren't seeing your items, then that's why you're not making sales. And so increasing your impressions, this is better SEOs, right? The listing quality report that we talked about, working on your search filters and item specifics, make sure that you have those as good as you can do. Again, the listing quality report, make sure all of that is good to go. Make sure you have in-demand inventory. So really hunker down and focus on the categories, the brands, what you're selling that is selling. Maybe hunker down a little bit more into that to make sure people are actually searching for the items that you are selling. And then if all of that doesn't work, you can go ahead and you want to look at your organic traffic, and then you want to look at your promoted traffic. There's two different ways that you get traffic, you get impressions on eBay. One is going to be organic. So this is people searching for your items. This is them searching Google and your items are coming up. Organically, people are finding your items. And then there is promoted. So this is the promoted listings. I'll link a video up here of what it is and how to set it up. But you're basically paying eBay for ad space on their selling platform. They put it in up to 100 different places. You want to do organic traffic first because it's free. You're paying for promoted traffic. And if you promote your items and you still don't have good organic traffic, it's not going to do much of anything because your items aren't good. So focus on your organic traffic. And I'll show you a chart where you can see in the performance tab. We'll look quickly at the traffic. You can go down and you can see how your traffic is impressions by organic and impressions by promoted. Work on strategies to increase this. Strategies for organic are adding free returns, adding free shipping, adding, if you go over to you're searching an item, people are searching for you. Organically, what are all these buttons? You know, an auction, maybe you want to add accept offers. All of these filters, adding those are going to organically put you in front of more people. Organic meaning you're not paying for it. Go through, try some of these strategies, and then come back and see, that's the wrong one. Come back and see if your organic impressions have increased. That'll translate over to your organic sales increasing. And once you have gotten that, the best that you can do, you've tried all the different strategies to increase that, then you can work on, hey, I'm going to try some promoted listings, strategies, do some A/B testing to figure out a rate that's right for you and increase those promoted listings traffic. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.